I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I am going to tell the truth today.
Tell me what's on your mind.
I will tell you right now what's on my mind. As far as Fantastic Four is concerned, not much. Did you see me like glazing over in there? Did I snore any?
No, you didn't snore any. No.
The little man sitting beside me was getting awfully cozy. I felt like he was trying to make me his pillow too. It was such a snooze fest. I can find redeeming qualities in most anything. So I don't know what you feel about this movie, but I'm looking forward to you singing a redemption song because...
Well, it's not about me redeeming it.
Oh, so you liked it or you didn't like it?
I did like it.
Hey, there we go.
I mean, but I'm not here to invalidate.
But I want you to.
What you're saying? No,
I want to like it.
It's not how it's gonna work. I like it because of the reasons why I like stuff, and these reasons are stuff you often don't care about, like the production value and the cinematography and a lot of the stuff like that. A lot of the conceptual things about the movie I thought was really, really good. Matt Shakman, that did the WandaVision show and has done a lot of TV, top quality TV and stuff like that. I think he did a great job supervising the creation of their Earth, the 828 Earth. The view of the future from the past look of the movie, I thought was immaculate. A lot like The Incredibles. I thought all of that stuff was totally well thought out and executed very well. But it's not that I found the story lacking. I just wanted more from it, I guess. I was listening to somebody talking about it a couple of days ago, and they were saying that there weren't any wow moments. And I think they were right about that. There's not a scene that just kind of made you really stand in awe of it, something completely and totally memorable that kind of sits at the side. The movie really took a lot of time to get you acquainted with the family. There's not a ton of action, but I will say the sequence of them in space where her water broke and they're trying to get her back to the ship and they go through the wormhole and they're going to the black hole, all that. I thought that was awesome and very well conceived and executed. And maybe that's their biggest moment of the movie. But I mean, the cast was good. I like the fact that Stu Sorm was kind of the center of the movie. She was the kind of de facto leader of the team. I know Reed has kind of had that distinction, but I like the fact that Sue had a lot of autonomy, and you know what I'm saying, they gave her some time to shine and do her thing. Reed is really difficult to kind of do, and I think Pedro did a really good job. You know, he's nuanced, and I think they figured a good balance out with him. One thing they did really good with Reed in the movie was Reed's persistent heft of being the smartest man in the world and having to be right and doing the right thing and being right on all the stuff that he creates and decides to do. They got that perfect. That's Reed Richards. They got that really perfect. And they did a little bit of that with the Fox movies. I think his name Ian. I don't want to flub it. I'll put it up. I put it up for the first ones on YouTube. I'll get it right on there. But he had moments of that, but I don't think he had the presence that Pedro had in this movie. Like Pedro carried that character really, really well. And I also like the relationship between him and Sue a whole lot better than him and Jessica Alba had in those previous two movies. They ironed out the whole family dynamic so much better than they did in any of those other movies. Like, you know, Johnny's pretty one note, but I like they gave him something to do that used his brain, that Joseph Quinn had to do. You know, he's the, you know what I'm saying, Johnny's cool and all that, and I like that kind of tried to have him, you know what I'm saying, chase the female Silver Surfer and all that. I thought that was a cool idea. But I like that they gave him something more than do just to do that.
Flame on stuff.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, and the bear, I thought he did a good job as Ben.
Eben.
I'm not gonna even try.
I believe it's Eben, but you thought he was a good Ben?
I thought he was a very good Ben.
Why?
Ben has a big heart.
Yeah, he
And
does.
he has as far as caring and stuff like that, he's kind of the center of the team with that. I like that he saw through the subterfuge. Granted, it wasn't great subterfuge, but the subterfuge when Reed and Sue walked in and he already knew that you're pregnant, ain't you? I like that they didn't do a lot of the whole ugly, downtrodden rock monster thing that you typically get with Ben Grimm. You got a tiny bit of that in the movie, but I'm glad they didn't spend a whole lot of time with that. I'm glad they stuck to the story more than doing a whole lot of that. But he had a good vibe.
The beard was a vibe.
It was. And it was funny to see that because, of course, there's all kind of discourse and stuff with people talking about where's the beard coming from. And they talked about time dilation and this and that. Nah, he just didn't shave. You know what I'm saying? He has a whole shaving routine and he just didn't get to do it because of the power situation they had with the plan they had. So, I mean, they cast it well. I thought everybody did really well with what they had to deal with. I really liked the speech that Sue gave in front of the Baxter building. Herbie was cute. You know what I'm saying? He did his job. It's just the thing of there wasn't any moments, I guess. They didn't capitalize on any opportunities to really wow the audience with something that happened. I'm sorry you were bored. I mean, but I figured because you were quiet during the movie and you were quiet on the ride home, so I figured.
Well, I was quiet on the ride home because I knew we were going to record.
And you didn't want to talk about it.
I like to
go in fresh.
Hit you with my thoughts fresh.
I figured.
As far as her speech, I wasn't willing to sacrifice my child for the world, but I'm also not willing to sacrifice the world for my child. That's
what brought the whole thing together.
Yeah.
I thought she ended really well with it.
Yeah, they were like, okay, she ate that up. We won't pitchfork her.
She was good.
They definitely gave her a hefty amount to lift at the point at the end where she's forcing Galactus into
I really like that.
I was into it.
I like that.
My lips were clenched.
Yeah.
Because I was pushing with her.
Yeah.
I wasn't pushing her with her when the baby was coming out. I was like, you got it, girl. Yeah. But when she was trying to get him in that place, I was pushing too. I was like, yeah. And I was like, I know somebody's going to get that baby out of here. Exactly.
Get my baby.
And it's not as if we haven't seen all of these real life videos of and heard all these tales of women in particular with superhuman feats going on.
How do you feel about her as a female lead? That's kind of it's one of those things that I think the MCU kind of gets beat up about, not having female leads with a lot of agency.
I mean, do you feel like women in the MCU haven't had a lot of agency? Girls get it done.
I think that the thing about it is there's a lot of dudes in the MCU. There's a lot of dudes in the MCU. So there's not a ton of opportunities, or they haven't presented a lot of opportunities for women to kind of be the forefront. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing kind of when Wonder Woman came out, that was one of the things that people kind of knocked around as far as the MCU, like, hey, why hasn't there been a Black Widow movie? So, Captain Marvel and Black Widow is essentially their women that they've kind of given feature films to. Wanda has had a place in the MCU as far as, they gave her own TV show. She's had a lot of stuff to do in the movies. So, like, those three are their efforts. But in the midst of around however long it's been, since 2008, all those years, we have those three central female figures. Yeah. And there's people like Shuri and another other smattering of women here and there, but people talking about Iron Man and Captain America and Black Panther more than you hear about those other characters. I just wanted to get a female aspect of that particular thing, because they really seem to have given her an opportunity to kind of shine in the movie. Also with Thunderbolts too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was just about to say.
With Yelena. She had, she was essentially the lead of that movie.
Even though I am a woman, I still have been raised in a patriarchal society.
Sure.
So as red-blooded female as I am, sometimes I can't see the glasses that I view the world through, because I participate and contribute to the patriarchy in many ways, subconscious and consciously sometimes even. So I I feel like what they've done cinematically has been largely representative of what they've done in the actual comics. You know, the big three, of course, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. Man, man, man.
And I mean, that's true, but there are female stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's are females
Yes.
that get their own storylines and books where it's just
Yes.
them and, you know.
But I'm just saying, as far as this industry is concerned, it's man centric. And it's not anything I'm ever gonna complain about. I'm very, very entertained by those menses. But for me, when I was looking at it, I saw a team the whole movie. I didn't see Sue as a leader. I saw her and her husband as full partners. I definitely saw that she was the most fantastic of the four of them.
I thought that the idea of her being the one to push Galactus into the trap that they set up, I thought that was a great idea, and I thought they pulled it off really well.
Yeah. Going back to what you said. So, I mean, well, let me see if I can answer the question. I don't feel underrepresented. I did see where a lot of people were kind of feeling some kind of way in that one scene in Endgame where the women all congregated together.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, when I watched it in the theater, I'm just seeing characters. I'm not looking for vaginas. So after they got that shit done, I was just like, oh, okay, it's all the women. Dope. And I'm moving on. I was like, that's nice. But everybody was all tripping, like, what? They didn't have to do that and all this kind of stuff. You know who those are? People that don't get, say it. They don't get pussy.
No. Not that.
Oh.
I think there was a huge distinction of women that were like, this is patronizing.
Women that don't get pussy. I said what I said.
Okay. All right.
So, going back to what you were saying about Reed.
Okay.
I felt like Reed was kind of very similar to what you see from a Dr. Manhattan type. And they did a very good job without beating it over the head as far as what he leans into when he has a problem to solve. I love the line when he said, I don't dream, I don't wonder.
Reed is difficult to pinpoint. He really is, because Reed is a lot of things. Reed is one of the most important people okay, I'm going to get comic booky just for a second. He's a complicated character because it's not just the weight of having the burden of being the smartest person in comic books, or let me say comic books, the smartest person in the Marvel universe, but he's also a father. He's a husband, and he also has to juggle all those things all at once. And I like the fact that they leaned into that burden with what they did with Pedro. You know what I'm saying? And I thought Pedro did a really good job of kind of figuring out how to depict that. This is the definitive work, just like it did with Superman. This is the definitive work of the Fantastic Four.
For the whole collective.
This is the definitive work. This is the group that works the best.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a SAG Awards.
Well, I'm just saying that this group is, as far as what we've been given from the 2 Fox movies, well, the 3 Fox movies, and this one, this is easily the Fantastic
Four. I feel some kind of way.
I know there's a person in that group that you like really good.
He's really fine.
And there's a person in that group that I like really much that's not Chris Evans.
Oh. Are you talking about Michael B. Jordan?
No, not Michael B. Jordan. Not Michael B. Jordan. That Fantastic Four can just kind of go off to the side somewhere. That just can exist somewhere else. Michael Chiklis is a person.
Oh yeah,
Michael Chiklis is a lot of respect. Like, I got a lot of respect for, because he was a fan of the character. He knew who the character was. Mm-hmm. They put him in a rubber suit, and he did the voice himself. Him and Chris Evans were the best part of those movies.
They had good chemistry.
Like that was perfect casting for him, for Ben. That was perfect casting for Johnny. But you know what I'm saying, everything else around it didn't work as well as they did. I think Michael Chiklis he's a lost gem within those movies. You know, he was a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? He seemed real passionate about getting Ben right. And granted, you know what I'm saying, you don't want Ben Grimm to be 5'10" or whatever size Michael Chiklis was. But he brought a whole lot to that character. Like, they did the whole ugly rock monster thing, and I thought he did a really great job with it.
Them bringing Natasha Lyonne in there, kind of hinting at him wanting an acquaintance or wanting a woman. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it like that.
I'm glad they acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that character was there to kind of be like, hey, I like you, rock monster. You're cool. You know what I'm saying? But I just, especially with the story that they were telling, there was more important shit going on.
Well, it's not that it was more important shit. To me, it was that it was very unfulfilled. There's no culmination of anything. He never talked to her, really. He just kept hanging around like a creep.
They could have kept that part out.
Yeah.
I like that actress. She's wonderful. I like her.
She was underutilized.
But if you're going to do that with her, you could have just kept it out. Just stick to the mission and what you have to deal with.
I mean, or just at some point let him get some tongue in his mouth. That would have been fine.
I don't think Ben needs that.
What?
Look, okay.
All men need tongue in their mouth, Chamberlain.
Look, okay. I'm not saying Ben doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. I'm just saying that if that's what you're going to do with it, don't fool with it at all.
What do you mean if that's what you're going to do with it?
Okay,
What's
that? You just said that with Natasha. You said she was underutilized.
They had them do their meet cute, and then they had him come and do his little Deadpool thing, or I'm just not in the position to be talking to a woman, lurking in the shadows, and then they just left it alone.
Well, that's my point. If that's what you're going to do with it, then you just could have kept it out.
Yes, they should have, or alternatively, they should have let him get some tongue in his mouth. They had 9 months to cook that baby, so it's not like they didn't have time for him to get a little flick.
Okay. We're either going to do the ugly rock monster thing, or we're not.
Correct.
So if we're not going to do it,
don't do it.
Don't do it at all.
And if you're going to do it, let the brother get some tongue in his mouth. Yes. Okay. So that was a mistake.
Okay, so we're saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
But I'm always going to lean towards tongue. That's all.
All right. And there was probably more there, and they just decided to cut it.
That's what I've been thinking too.
Because they had the whole John Malkovich thing where he was featured in the first trailer, and then all of a sudden they just took his character out completely.
I think what they were trying to do is give him some sort of character development because everybody needed a thing. So Johnny had his whole side quest.
I did like that they include the Jewish stuff though.
The who?
Jewish.
Who's Jewish?
Ben.
How'd they include that? Was that when I was asleep?
I guess so. When I think about cinema and going to the movies to be engulfed and impressed in a story, or what, not even a story, in the visuals, because I call myself a shooter and I can appreciate the care and work that goes into presenting something to scale. I thought Galactus was something that couldn't be done in a movie. When the second Fox movie came out and they turned Galactus into a cloud, I thought that Galactus was probably going to be something that I would never really see in a movie. But after I saw the Eternals, I thought they treated the scale of those
Celestials.
Thank you. of the Celestials tremendously well. I thought they did a really good job of presenting the size of those characters in comparison into planets really, really well. I'm like, and I remember watching that movie, but like, okay, maybe Galactus could work now. Maybe they can actually do something like that now. And I thought they did a great job with him.
Okay.
Just seeing Galactus being brought to life in a way that looks like Galactus was a crowning achievement for me watching this in this movie. Just for me personally. I thought Julia Gardner as Shia LaBeouf was really good as well. People keep saying that the Silver Surfer from that second Fantastic Four movie looks better than the version of her. I thought she looked great in this movie. As far as
she was probably one of the shining moments.
I thought she looked really good, and she was great in that part. I don't know what all that's about.
I wouldn't say she was great in that part because we've seen what her range is. People with that kind of talent, I'm always happy to see them working and getting paid. But that character didn't have to really stretch very much.
I mean, it's
pretty bland.
It's a monotone character.
Precisely.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
but I guess, but there's a way you can do that character that doesn't work.
I know.
They're
actors.
She did her job, and she did it well.
She did a job.
She did her job.
Sure. She
was cast as the Silver Surfer, right?
Yes, but I'm not going to champion that. I'm not. I'm not going to champion the guy that was on the sideline going, oh! He did his job too, but I'm not going to use our podcast time to talk about the side characters on the side of the street scared about the building falling down.
Yeah, but she's not a side character though.
She's there. Hey man, everybody plays their part. They're all cogs in the machine.
Excuse me. Okay.
Yes. All right. I'm just saying It's not any heavy lifting for that, especially because of what we've seen that she's capable of.
Okay.
I don't think she's complaining because she got a check. And she has a lot of prominent screen time.
She got a check in a very big movie that a lot of people are going to see.
Yes, exactly. That's good. But I hope that I get to see her in her full colors in other things. Like even in that.
You know what, Dan? So you say that? Go see Weapons. Go to the movie theater, pay for the ticket, and go see Weapons.
I haven't seen a trailer yet. I make no commitments.
Then you don't really mean what you just said.
She's already shot it. It's got nothing to do with me.
It does. Because if people don't go see that movie, then people aren't going to keep hiring her for jobs.
No, but she's not my only favorite.
Anyway.
Gotta earn my
it sounded like she had already earned it the way you were talking.
I said, I just want to see her working. I didn't say I want to give her my money. I never made that commitment.
She's worthy of working. So you should go see Weapons if you're such a big fan of her.
I hear what you're saying. That's not why I go to see movies.
Wow. Okay.
Unless they're black, that's not why I go to see movies. If they're black, then I'm like, hey, I'm finna get in my money. It's her complexion. She got to earn it. It better be a good trailer.
Wow.
Hey, man, it's for the culture.
Moving on.
It's for the culture.
Moving on. Okay.
Fine. As far as what you were saying about the Silver Surfer, I like the line that Reed said where he just really matter-of-factly was like, I doubt she's naked. It's probably a stellar polymer. Like that whole backstory of hers was nice. And the side quest of Johnny Storm, it was really lovely to see him kind of crack the code and him speak her language, and he's just not a quote unquote pretty face.
Great idea.
But those contacts were taking me out. Joseph Quinn's contacts.
His contacts.
Yeah. He has like really dark eyes, like almost black.
Oh, eye contacts. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know what you were talking about. Okay.
They were needing to give him baby blues, and they just were doing far, far too much. Like it was a big distraction for me. I couldn't ever see him for seeing those contacts. It's like a really bad prosthetic to me. So yeah, I want to say watching him, he's come a very long way from Stranger Things. I mean, him in A Quiet Place and him in Gladiator 2.
He blew up.
Yes.
I mean, people loved him in that Stranger Things season.
Yeah, him and Chrissy, wake up.
Right. I like Stranger Things, but I guess I don't love Stranger Things. I really liked that first season. If they were actual kids, I'm glad they're wrapping it up this year. But I do remember the whole Joseph Quinn thing of, I can't remember his character's name in the with Stranger Things, but I remember all the little young white girls loving his ass.
His name is Eddie.
Eddie. That's what was in my head, but I wasn't sure if it was right. I just remember everybody loving his Eddie ass. So
I also remember fighting you because I said he looks like a young Robert Downey
I
Jr.
do, yes, you did. I do. I can live with that.
I want
That's
the
fine.
side by side. Can I have it?
It is coming up right now. I don't think he looks like a young Robert Downey Jr., but
Okay.
God bless them both because I like them.
They're both cutie pies.
So
going back to what you were saying about the relationship between Sue and Reed, they are relationship goals. He had the stretch mark cream for her. Absolutely.
And Reed and Sue are really well done in this movie. I like that they aren't perfect. Near the third act, where Sue's kind of like, I'm paraphrasing, but she says something to the effect of, "You being you hurts me." I like that because he hasn't done anything wrong. He's just being himself, and him having, I mean, because it is a responsibility. Like, people look to Reed, not just the group, but to him to get stuff right. The team went to him a lot. Like, Reed, what's the plan? What you got? You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have it, we don't have it.
Yes.
I like that they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because it contributed to that heft of him having to always be right and him having to always be on and having to figure out what the plan is. They're always looking at him, not just the people in the city or the people on the planet, the people that he works with. I thought all that was really well done.
I'm happy to see him get his shine because for Marvel, I'm going to pop you off this list of big brainers.
Go ahead.
So, Bruce Banner, Charles Xavier, Tony Stark,
Yeah.
of course, Doctor Strange, and Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's probably it as far as
probably
Marvel.
it.
Yeah. As
far
as Marvel. Yeah.
All of that intellect needs to be represented.
Reed, though.
Reed's, on the top.
Reed's at the top of that list.
I'm happy that he had his shine in this decade.
And I'm really looking forward to what he is in Doomsday. Okay. And this is MCU-y. So we're going to get it. So we're going to get a little nerdy. This was a very Fantastic Four movie. Like, there is no 616 going on in this movie at all. Like, with the Thunderbolts, their post-credit scene was them showing that, hey, the Fantastic Four are about to show up. But there was no 616 in this movie at all. At all. And at the very beginning of the movie, don't know if you had blanked out or not, there was a Latvarian table at the...
yes, I had. That was my one question for you.
Okay. So my guess, to go ahead and throw it out there, let's go ahead and get a little predictory.
That was your one chuckle, so I had to ask.
Okay, so at the very beginning of the movie, where there's an empty Latvarian seat at the foundation, at the whole summit thing with Sue, one would assume that the representative from Latveria would be Victor Von Doom. So the post-credit scene of this movie was a green hooded guy being next to Franklin. One would assume that was Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom. I actually appreciate that they kept it just with the 828. But I do like that they went ahead and showed that Doom is here. They're trying to get back to what they used to do before, when everything was directly connected. Because through phase 4 and phase 5, you've gotten a lot of just, here's a new character, another new character, another new character, and another new character. It's just this cavalcade of new people and no connectivity.
We saw 2 movies together with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, and people have loved seeing some stuff where one thing connects to another. People want their time that they've invested in this stuff to be rewarded. Let's try to do a quick synopsis of what's been going on with the MCU the past few years. We have Infinity War and Endgame, which were the culmination of the first 1, 2, 3 phases of the MCU. After that, we had a slew of things happen corporately and creatively that didn't jive well with the general audience. For phase 4 and phase 5, we were just getting brand new people. Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, female Hawkeye, just a bunch of different characters that just kind of existed and didn't. Shang-Chi. It was new, but they presented a brand new idea, but we never revisited it. And that's what a lot of people missed from the MCU, in my personal opinion. The connectivity. Because we've seen 2 movies this year. Thunderbolts and, not 3 technically. Brand New World with Captain America, which we'll talk about at some point. But Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four has gone back to formula, to where they're giving us something that we've heard about and something that we're looking forward to. Just a glimpse of that Doctor Doom with Franklin got the biggest reaction. Tells you everything you need to know about what people want. In Thunderbolts, when that ship turned a little bit towards the camera and they showed that 4, that's their investment rewarded.
Do you think that's why you like the movie so much?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all.
Did you like the story?
I just said what I said before.
I know you like all the extras, but I'm asking you very simply. Did you like the story? The story that they told?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Okay. I think that Thunderbolts was a more enjoyable movie because you got a lot more of something that I think general audiences appreciate. I think you got a lot of good humor. I think you got more action.
I got characters that I cared more about.
Right.
I didn't care about Ghost, but I did care.
Why do people hate on Ghost like that?
It's not that we hate on her. What do you like about her personality?
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
All right. Okay. We haven't got a lot of who Ghost is. I'll give you that. But Ghost has a very impressive and satisfying power.
I'm not going to ever knock a black woman doing her thizzle.
We're not talking about
I'm always talking about black shit.
Okay. All right. So aside from the black shit, okay, she was introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I personally think Ant-Man and the Wasp is an unappreciated movie.
I do too. It's really good.
As far as the action stuff,
she's a great villain.
It's some of the best MCU action that's been put to the film.
High five to that.
But to your point about personality, you don't get a lot about her in that movie. She has a very entertaining ability.
So going back, before I threw you off, I asked you, what did you like about this story? And you said it was a good story. You said they had compelling characters and you compared them to the characters from Thunderbolts. And I was saying, or thinking, I could care less if I see any of these characters again because I'm not invested in them.
All right. So when we talked originally about
not even a little bit.
So when we talked originally about how all of these actors did a really good job with these characters, you didn't disagree with any of that.
I just listened to you. You talked about Johnny Storm.
Okay, well,
I don't have anything for him. I told you about his contacts.
Okay,
you don't be listening to me. I don't even know why I'm even on this podcast. Honestly, I don't know why I bother. That was a Willow reference, everyone. I'm going to put that in here.
About each one of these characters on this cast, and I told you about what I liked about them.
Yes, you did.
Did you disagree with any of it?
It's not my job.
It's not about did you disagree with any of it?
I...
No, you didn't.
Okay, so let me explain something to you. You are talking. It's not my job to interject.
Yes.
No.
It is your job to interject.
Not if you cooking, nigga. You was in that kitchen.
If you don't agree with what I'm saying, then you can say that. Well, listen. I gave you what I thought about the cast. Tell me what you thought about the cast.
Let me state it again. Is this thing on? For the record,
It very much is on.
if I never see any of them hoes, including Franklin, with his fake looking ass, I will be perfectly fine. I am not invested in any of those characters, and that's why I was snoozing through Jewish church. So I addressed the fake baby. Let's talk about the third act.
Let's talk about Franklin.
Go, cook.
I'm just trying to think of how to proceed.
We got all night.
We don't.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Go on. What are the things that Franklin makes you feel on the inside?
So, you mentioned Mr. Manhattan with Reed Richards, I think. Franklin Richards is actually Mr. Manhattan. He's a completely and utterly limitlessly powered mutant. Having him in this movie puts him in an interesting position. I think having limitlessly powered people is a bit of a writing pothole. You plant yourself in a position where wherever that character is present, he can solve the issue. Kind of like with Quicksilver with the X-Men franchise. And a number of times in the sequels, Days of Future Past, they figured out some goofy way to get him out of the movie because they realized that if he's there, he can fix any problem. Franklin is that exact same person. He is a Omega level mutant that can do anything, literally anything.
Like Sentry.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how Sue came back to life in the movie. It'll be interesting to see how they use him in the future because they didn't get rid of him like they got rid of Galactus. I thought that they would figure out a way to get rid of both of those characters.
Whoa.
But
you thought they were going to be baby killers?
Well, no. Not that so much. Kevin Feige has come out recently saying that there's going to be a big reset in the MCU. And guess who I think is going to be part of that big reset?
Yo mama.
Franklin Richards is going to be a part of that big reset. That's why he didn't die or get moved away at the end of that movie.
So what'd you think about Sue's line about, I don't know where his powers will take him, but for now he's here?
I think it plays all into what I was talking about. Whatever the MCU is after Avengers Secret Wars, Franklin's going to be at the very center of it.
I think that's our first bustle hot take.
It probably is.
Yeah.
He's a being in the MCU that can literally do anything. Anything. So the fact that he's there and the fact that Kevin Feige has said that at some point, quotation marks, at some point, there's going to be a big reset. I think the fact that he said that and this person being in these movies says that he's going to do it. Again, as a former avid comic book reader, I love all of this.
I'm glad you said that because I have a hot take for you.
Give me your hot take.
My hot take is you like this movie so much because you are very familiar with these characters.
I am.
Hear me out. That line that I just said is verbatim what she said.
She took notes, y'all.
Yes.
She's
I
looking
want to
at her
make
notes
sure
right
I
now.
get this right before I shit on it. Who knows where his powers will take him, but for now, he's here. Like, these are people that are paid millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars to put pen to paper to entertain me, and that is the best.
It's a look into the future.
It can be better. I need you to bring some better writers than that. I need something hefty.
But you were fine with, I'm not going to give my baby up for this world, but I won't give this world up for my baby.
That's a bar first.
Okay, well, apparently
second,
these writers aren't shitty then.
Hey, who says that the same person that wrote that wasn't having an off day?
Who says who's doing anything? Who knows?
Look, man, that's a weak line.
I think it's
but
fine
for now,
because
he's here.
It gives an illusion to what's going to happen in the future.
I hear you, Comic Chamberlain.
It's not Comic Chamberlain. It's
Are you
MCU
sure?
Chamberlain because,
where is the poetry?
again, this is what the MCU used to be.
Who knows where his powers will take him in the future? Like, this is where you're supposed to have a good line somewhere in this movie.
It's not a bad line.
Where's the goodness?
That's what Chamberlain.
Tell me what you like about it. For now, he's here. Let's just stick with that.
I like the fact that it leads to something that we're going to see in the future.
No.
Yes. That's what the MCU is built on.
Is this?
I just made that point.
Is this Clyde talking?
No.
Yes, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. Just with the goggles that you have on, this is the hot take. The goggles that you have on are comic book goggles. I'm just looking at it as a movie that exists.
It's a comic book movie.
But not everybody has read it. I didn't even know who Franklin was.
It's not about reading it.
I don't care what he's going to be. I care about good lines. For example, let me give you a really good...
I wonder why you care about these movies then.
They have good lines. Let me give you an example. Hold on. I'm holding.
I'm sitting right here.
And I'm going to butcher this so you can correct me because I know you know it and I know you know that this is a bar. Before we get started, does anyone want to get off?
Okay.
Did I get that right?
You did.
That's a fucking line. That's a fucking line. He's finna go off on these hoes. This is not that. This nigga just brought you back to life. And your reaction is, who knows where his powers will take him? But for now, he's here. He's here? That's it. I could smack this microphone. That's all y'all have? Y'all was trying to put this movie to rest. Y'all just was like, you know what? I'm tired. Let's go home. Come harder. And as far as that whole speech that she gave earlier, as far as it being a Independence Day level speech to people that's trying to pitchfork you to death, Sue, you are not fighting for your life. But it's because she know them niggas can't hurt her because she got them powers. Just going back to last week, those people don't have hope if they don't have Superman. Yes, I do know that the S on his chest means hope. Yes, that is talking to a nigga like me that knows that. So I can get it. I get it. I had goggles on for that. That's why it meant something to me. You got goggles on for that line though. It's okay. Wear your goggles. Wear them proudly.
I don't have goggles.
They got 4s on them for Fantastic Four.
I don't have goggles.
They might as well have 5 on them.
I'm not saying that it's Aaron Sorkin worthy, but it doesn't have to be Aaron Sorkin worthy to function as something that leads into what we're going to get into the future.
It does when you just had a big scene where he brought her back to life. She was dead. That baby said, "Hoo-yah."
Fine. It's not going to meet your expectation. That's okay. I'm fine with it because I know what I'm going to get in the future. I'm not saying it's Oscar worthy. I'm just saying it's not bad.
You didn't need them to try because you're excited about Franklin, your boy coming.
Don't skew my words.
You said I'm excited about what's to come. I don't care about this funky ass line.
It's not funky. This is just a difference of opinion, and that's fine.
He's here.
It's okay.
What is good and not funky about he's here?
Is he not here?
Are you here?
Yes.
Is that provocative or
It's
movie
provocative because there's more to come. They want you to come later on next year when they make more stuff.
I gathered that when he brought her back to life.
Okay.
Like, oh, he's the chosen one. He's the golden child. I got that. I just need them to come harder.
Okay. Well, maybe they will in future movies.
Or maybe you only have YOLO. You have this moment. You got to lose yourself in the moment. You own it. You better never let it go.
I don't know what you just said.
I'm going to quote Eminem on every pod with my pro-black self. What I'm saying is
white as hell.
What I'm saying is tomorrow's not promised. YOLO. You only live once. If you have the opportunity, mom spaghetti and all that, to seize a moment, seize it. All this set design, all of this good music, everybody came with their A game.
Oh, the music was good? Everybody came with their A game?
You didn't like the music?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Well, you just told me that nothing. See?
Nothing what? I said I don't want to see any of these characters again.
Okay, well,
I'm
tell me why.
uninvested.
Okay, fine.
But the music can be good. The set design was beautiful. So great. I like retro future.
You like what?
Retro future.
Oh.
I like future retro. I like it all. I like to see new shit. All these people did all this work. And then you've got these writers that said, I don't know what he's going to be, but he's here.
Okay. I can't convince you of that thing.
We're not having the same conversation is what I'm saying. You're talking about, I like it because I'm excited about the next movie that comes out. You didn't say I like it because that line means poetry or it's
Why does it have to be poetry?
Because have y'all checked out this shawarma spot?
That's poetry? Shawarma is poetry?
Have you had shawarma?
Get the fuck out of here. Say yes or no. Say yes or no.
Coming from Tony Stark?
Say yes or no. Is shawarma poetry?
He's an Oscar-nominated actor, my man.
Get the fuck out of here, Adrian.
No, listen to what
shawarma poetry? Yes or no?
Yes, let me explain what I'm saying. That's a memorable line.
No, it's not.
Do you know what I'm talking about or don't you?
I know everything with the MCU.
You do. But somebody like me who doesn't know everything about the MCU wants to have good, memorable lines. I want them to leave me with something impactful. And they just had an impactful moment and they shit on it with a boo-boo line. She would have been better off not saying anything at all. I would have not had much to criticize if they would have just left the moment alone.
Okay, well, that's fine, Adrian. That's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for on the pod.
Okay, well, that's what you think.
Yes.
I'm acknowledging it.
Yes, but the only thing I'm saying, and it sounds like I'm probably criticizing you, I am not, is when I ask you about a line, you're not talking about the line. You're talking about movies down the road.
That's the point of the line, though. The point of the line is to introduce stuff in the future. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yes,
but that is the point of the line.
But this is where we disagree. They had a whole movie where this baby was the MacGuffin. Let me finish.
That's great.
Let me finish.
That's great.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Say it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, just let me finish this thought. They had a whole movie where this baby is the MacGuffin. They have said 50 times this baby is the new blonde Jesus. If you've already said it for me and you've already shown me where he's bringing people back to life, you don't have to give me a line like that. That's whack. That is a flaw in this movie. If I'm wanting you to make a moment, make a motherfucking moment. When I talk about shawarma, that's a moment. People remember that line.
It's a joke.
Nobody's gonna, yes, and it's a funny one. Nobody's gonna remember this bullshit because I said that's. We just saw the movie 50 minutes ago.
I'm going to remember it whenever.
You're going to remember it because we talked about it for 2 hours just now.
I'm not. I'm going to remember because I'm looking to see what happens in Doomsday.
You weren't going to look for it without that line?
It doesn't matter. The line.
You're talking about the line. You just said I'm going to look for it because.
The line is a part of what's going to happen.
You said I'm going to remember it because I'm looking out for Doomsday. You weren't going to do it without that line?
It helps it.
Tell me how. How, when you just saw this baby bring this woman back to life, her saying, who knows what his powers are going to be?
Did you know what his powers are going to be?
I knew when he
As
put...
someone that doesn't know who Franklin Richards is, did you know what his powers are going to be, or did you
When-
know what he's possible of being?
I knew he was going to bring that woman back to life when they put that baby in the scene.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I knew that.
Okay, you did.
Everyone knew that he was
No,
going to
not
bring her back to
everyone.
life.
Everyone didn't know that.
5-year-olds knew this baby's finna bring her back to life. All this movie, they've set it up. So we're not surprised that he knows how to bring life to his mommy and clap about it. Now, the clap was a surprise. That was a nice touch.
Who knew that he was going to bring his mom back to life?
5-year-olds in the audience
No,
did.
they didn't. What 5-year-old knew he was going to bring him back to life?
There's nothing extraordinary or exceptional about us watching someone sacrifice themselves and then come back to life. They do it all the time. One of the rare times that happens is when Black Widow sacrificed herself in Endgame.
Okay, so
that is one of that.
So why do you watch any of these movies then? Why invest yourself in the MCU?
That is one example of predictability in a whole movie where I wasn't saying it was predictable, but okay, go off, King. I'm just saying, I'm watching it because I want to be entertained, but I want them to work for it, and they didn't.
Okay, it was whack. All right.
I don't have nothing else.
All right.
So what do you give it?
I give it I say 7 out of 10.
Why not a 9? What was it missing?
Well, like I said at the beginning, it was lacking a lot of stuff that would be memorable as far as stuff that you would pull home and stuff like that. But, I appreciated the cast being well casted and doing their jobs and all of the production value and stuff. Cinematography, I thought was really well done. I go with a 7. And yours?
I was trying to get away with not leaving it.
You can, if you don't like it, you can say you don't like it. It's fine.
I think it was blah.
Okay,
I give it a 6.
What number is blah?
6 sounds good and blah to me.
6 is one number below 7, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Then it's a 5. Let's make it a 5 then.
Well, let's say 5. All right. It's okay. Whatever you think is okay.
It needs to be the worst thing in the world. No, I'm just playing. That would be a 0.
All right. Well, we're gonna have stuff coming up soon. They're gonna be outside of review. So, got anything else?
Just I love you.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back at you guys soon with something that's gonna be a little different. Hope you guys listen up. Stay tuned.